before Jesus, my life was like, I grew up in the church, so I always like knew about God and was aware of him and like even thought I was following him for a large portion of the time. But I didn't really care about God until I was around 6th grade. When 6th grade started, that's when it really hit that I'm a sinner and I need to get that straightened out. But instead of like just relying on God for that, I relied on myself mostly. And that doesn't do good things for your mental health, I'll say that. And so I got to one of the darkest times in my life, spiritually and mentally. And that's where Jesus ended up finding me, was in a meeting about baptism, all things, which is kind of funny. And that meeting ended up just being a moment filled with just like pouring my heart out to God and finally like actually taking it seriously. But I choose to believe in God because I've experienced a lot of things in my life and I can't deny him without denying my sanity. Why I've chosen baptism at this time, I'm currently almost 3 years into my walk with God. And why I chose baptism at this time is because I never wanted to get baptized just because it's the next step as a Christian. I wanted to get baptized because that's where God's calling me to do. And at one point I made a decision. God gets my service, God alone, no one else. God gets my worship, God alone, no one else. And when I made that decision, it wasn't just because it's the next step to get baptized. It was just, well, I already made that commitment. Why not? And so I'm getting baptized now because I think it's what God wants me to do. I intend to live it out fully to the best of my abilities and to pray a lot that those abilities are better than I think they are, and to pray that when they're not and when I don't measure up, that I rely on God instead of on myself like I used to.